A little bit of technical difficulties, but you doing okay now?
I think so.
Get back to it, y'all.
I believe so, yes.
Do we have anything else that we got to do?
At this point, probably Frey shows up.
Okay.
Walks in. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
It's okay. We're
Why
just
are you late?
I just did my workout, went for a jog, and made me some breakfast, typical stuff. That being said, does anybody want any of these extra breakfast things I have?
Oh, it's probably
Oh,
good.
wait.
I only have 3 of them, sorry. Any
Yeah,
takers?
I'll take one.
Alright, hand one over. You get 3 temporary hit points.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably need it.
Anybody else?
Yep.
Mico, you get 1. 1 left. Here you go, sir.
Oh, I was probably stopped. I'm coming downstairs
Oh.
and you beat me
I
with it.
throw it at you right when you come down. Here you go, sir. This is for you. You get 3 temporary hit points also.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
No problem.
Bonus for the total. I do still have to eat in every episode.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
So, are we in a planning phase, or what are we doing? Fill me in.
We have Spyboy and Rich Kid looking
Okay.
into the whereabouts of the Castellanter kids because they're going to be sacrificed soon.
Correct.
So we want to make sure that they're all right. And we're pretty much, I think, ready to go meet with Miss Castellanter.
Yeah.
We're just putting the picnic together.
Oh, let me come help. I'll come into the kitchen and I'll start helping Tallice.
Okay. Right, Alice.
Do I notice Tallice acting any different? Probably not with her 20 deception, but
The 30 deception. She's
or 30, yeah, sorry.
Normal.
Mm-mm.
She's made plenty of picnics before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like probably. I mean, it's too bad Kristy's not here to hear this, but it's like the little bento style where I will like take everyone's little sausages and I cut the bottoms of them so they look like a little octopus, and I'll cut the sandwiches to be butterfly shaped. Even though we're literally going to talk to some lady about how she's gonna like murder her own children or something, like we don't even fucking know. Like,
Right. Mico puts on his big old backpack with all the stuff attached to it.
Seeing Tallice's whole like get up that she has in here going, this is pretty good. Maybe we should cook sometime.
yeah, I literally just I don't know. Would it be a performance check to make cute food? Because I don't know. I just rolled to see how cute the food was, and I rolled an 18 on the dot.
You're gonna do horrible.
We could just call it a straight D20, and that the food is adorable.
Well,
It's really good. Have you been trained, or is this like all natural talent?
just like sometimes you just like to leave little snacks for people.
Oh, I totally
And
understand
Brambo's
that.
like heaving a sausage into a bento box.
Yeah, and like sometimes with the Brigand Earth, I would like make little lunch boxes for people if we knew that they were going to be going out like somewhere. I would just like make a little fairy lunch.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Yeah, they didn't necessarily always like when I just put like bottles of sugar, like straight sugar in the lunch, so I started having to like get a little creative from like what I wanted to do, but like yeah, so I just like to cut the sandwiches to look like fairies and stuff. And like butterflies.
Well, they look very good and they look delicious. So
How are your eggs?
Huh?
How are your eggs? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about.
you
How
don't-
are they?
I see. Well, I made eggs for breakfast also, so I was confused at first. Not those eggs. Not those eggs. No. They seem fine. They haven't hatched. They're just sitting in the study. I've locked the door, so if they hatch while I'm gone, hopefully they stay there.
What if they can pass through walls like a ghost?
Well, then that's unfortunate. I guess I'll find out if I come back to an empty study.
Davil wasn't mad at us, so if you wanted to go to the yawning portal at some point to go talk to him, he's usually there.
No, I thought we agreed that I was, not gonna do that. Because it seemed like it seems like someone else had a.
Frey, you like
unless you want.
Frey. We were in the middle of like an underground cavern.
Yes.
I had just gotten punched in the face by a slime, and you asked me if you could canoodle with Davil.
Well, yeah, because I didn't want to step on your feet or like
I
anybody's
was a
feet.
little thrown off, but it's not stepping on my feet.
Okay.
You threw me off in the moment because that was not the context that I was expecting that sort of conversation to happen in, but it's fine. I'm telling you, Bramble saw how he was feeling last night. He was kind of like, he was like kind of just amused, so you should definitely go for it. He stays in the yawning portal.
I mean,
he has a really nice room.
I was kind of picking up on some. I think I was picking up something. We could go together, and.
Why don't you finish the sandwiches? I'm gonna go sit down.
Okay.
Why are we talking about threesomes in the main room?
We're in the kitchen. I mean, we can. It can be as many as we want. It doesn't necessarily just have to be 3. I mean, we could all go.
Going to the
Raynor's drinking his coffee like.
Just dropped.
Why are you shirtless? Did you have
woke up.
Oh, okay.
That's normal.
I was just curious.
Nice tits.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a really nice physique.
I know. Thank you.
Are we ready to go?
I'll finish making the sandwiches. That
City of the Dead.
Yeah,
meeting
Nova,
with Lady
you kind of like went
known
cross-eyed.
devil worshipper.
Nova was cross-eyed and drooling for a little bit. I think, still just like harnessing the energy of the tarot, but she's with us now.
I go over to Nova and I give her a little pat on the face and it's like, okay, wake up, buttercup.
Hello. Sorry. I just zoned out for a minute.
Did you want to message Moonky to tell him to come back, or do you want him to go and see what he can find? Is that katsu? That looks fucking good.
It's tonkatsu. I'm excited. I haven't eaten it yet. Is Rainy coming? Is Rainy coming with us, or could we send Rainy to go help Moongi?
He said he was gonna stay back until Moongi got back, and then help him do some investing.
Okay.
But that was if you were going to. There's a cat at my door. That was if you were going to. I know. Call him back. If you weren't, he can go see him.
Yeah, I would say just go, just so we have all the spells preserved as possible. I would suggest Rainy go find Moogie and help him, so there's more people actively looking for these children.
Can do. And I've got a few contacts that I can enlist the assistance of to see if they might have heard something on the grapevine.
Yes,
The
please.
horse on it. The best agent next to you.
He takes a really big draught of his coffee, points upstairs, and he goes up to get dressed.
It's on the dresser on the left.
Thank you.
Okay. Shall we?
Yeah. Pack up the picnic and go.
Okay.
Not bringing the big sword today, unfortunately. So just.
Oh yeah, it's been acidified.
Yeah, but thankfully
Yes,
it had a smaller sword inside the big sword, so
Okay.
that'll go on my hip today.
If you're taking a dray to the City of the Dead, go ahead and take that copper out of your inventory.
I got it.
So
in
5
all
copper
of us?
then.
How much total? How much?
5 copper.
5 copper.
Yep, it's a copper purple.
I will just give them a silver as a tip.
Okay. You do see as you guys are driving through the North Ward that there are a few corners, especially corners close to your home. Not necessarily on your street, like in your alley, but close to your home. Within like I'd say the 5 or 6 streets going south. On a few corners you do see, stop it, she's licking my food. People standing on corners, passing out sheets of paper.
Frey, can you go grab one of those and just like run back onto the dray really quick? Just like jump off and jump back on.
I will hop out. Keep going. I'll catch up. I jump out. Go ask. Can I have a piece? Can I have one of these paper?
You do see that they're handing them out to very specific individuals. I'm sorry. What was your name?
It's Frey.
Full name, please.
It's Frey. I only go by Frey. I don't really have a last name.
Oh, then no, you can't have one of these.
Could I pay for it?
No.
Oh no.
I will show them a little gold pieces. You sure?
Very much sure. I could get in a lot of trouble for giving someone one of these that wasn't initially invited. So.
Oh, it's an invitation.
It's a reminder of an invitation. Things have changed.
What? If you don't mind me asking, an invitation of what?
I do mind actually quite a bit.
Oh.
Are they still?
Do they? Looks like the only like sheets of paper they have is like in their hands, or is there like a box next to them with a whole bunch of?
Just in their hands.
Damn it. No. I will.
If you'd be more willing to identify yourself, if you were eventually invited, then perhaps
I don't typically give out my last name to people, but
well, that's not my problem, sir.
I will whisper. It's Frey More.
Is that a family name I'm supposed to know?
No, it's not. It's just strangers don't really need full names typically, so that's why I don't like to giving it out.
Fair enough. I've kind of got a list.
It's fine. I'll catch up.
I've kind of got a list of like the different like noble families that were invited to the party, and that's not a name on the list.
Only noble. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. You sure I can't? I'll take out 2 platinum pieces. You sure?
Roll a persuasion check.
There we go. Enough money and anyone will get.
Okay. That's a 18.
Wow.
It's okay between us.
I'm just a corner boy, so I didn't tell you my name, so you can't tell anybody who I am. We never spoke.
Of course not.
This is not an invitation so much as just an informational pamphlet. Hands you one.
Sweet. I will go to shake his hand, take the pamphlet, and put it like in my back pocket kind of thing. Well, thank you for the information. I will be going now.
You gave him the platinum, right?
Huh?
You gave him the platinum, right?
Yeah. I definitely gave him the 2 platinum. Definitely, yeah. And then
not seeing many more.
I will. How fast are drays?
It's drawn carriage, so not really fast.
Okay, I will slightly jog back. As I'm jogging back, I will. I want to look to see if anybody's following me like normal. See if any of my father's people are following.
lightly jog.
To keep up with a horse-drawn carriage.
That is a 19.
Following you, no. But you do see a familiar face with crossed arms leaning against a wall with a scarf over her head and a pair of sunglasses.
I will, if I see anybody looking towards me, I will just be like, 1 more minute, be right back, and I will go over towards that direction. Hey, what are you doing?
Checking on you.
Oh, well, thank you. So we're going to meet somebody, and I was actually looking to see if I was being tailed by some people, and apparently it was
you are me.
Yeah.
I don't
might want to
typically
just
hide.
Stay around just in case.
Is it? Who are you going to
It might
see?
be dangerous.
Who are you going to see?
I will whisper to her. Lady Castellan, right? Is where we're going to meet, right?
Yes.
Lady Castellan.
And why might that be dangerous?
Because she's kind of a devil worshiper kind of thing. And we kind of outed her, and so she just might be a trap. So I'm just saying, you might want to just,
Where are you meeting her?
oh god, the grave what was it called?
City of the Dead.
City of the Dead. Yes.
All right. I won't
Yes,
tell you
we know-
directly, but I'll be around. I'll be close enough for the purple one to message me. She wants to message me.
Okay. I will pass along that information. Okay. Nice to see you again. By the way, there's eggs in the study. Be careful. Don't know what they are.
Eggs.
Yeah, I found some 3 eggs, and
And
I
you just took
brought them
them.
back. Yeah, because they were interesting. Anyways, I gotta go. I just
All right.
John.
Oh my god.
I have a movement speed of 50 feet now, so I don't think
If
catching
you're
up to the
Dashing, you can catch
Yeah.
up just fine.
so.
There's a lot of traffic in Waterdeep too, so they're probably like stopped at like a
Mhm.
stop sign. And you're just like, hey guys.
Oh, there
I
it is.
just like
Oh.
running alongside and jump up. Here we go. Here's the thing. I didn't look at it yet, so I handed it over to them.
It is a folded piece of paper. It's a piece of paper that's folded, kind of like an envelope, so it's only folded like up to the top inch, and then the top inch is folded down, and there's a wax seal that has a C in it. The party is still being held.
Oh,
Oh no!
what?
Wait, is it being held like?
The twins' birthday party is still happening.
Oh no.
You don't know if it's for nefarious reasons or because they're literal 9-year-olds who wanted a birthday
Yeah.
party, but it's still
Yeah,
happening.
because their house is being turned over by Force Grey, right?
Yep. So this letter that's being passed out to the different noble families is essentially a location change. Still happening though.
Is there an address?
There is an address to, you don't know if it's a house, if it's a venue, but it is an address in the C ward.
Well, maybe that's where the kids are. We'll check here first, and
That's probably where they are,
yeah.
or that's where they'll be.
And it is still happening at the 9th, beginning at
I was just
7
gonna
p.m.
ask. Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh.
It
All right.
is-
It's the 7th. We got 2 days.
Also, Nova,
we've
my
done-
my friend Medica is gonna be around in the general vicinity if we need some backup. So
Ooh. We like Medicae.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out
she
for
was,
her.
she was following me, so stopped by and had a chat with her really fast. These drays aren't very fast. I actually move a lot faster through the city without these things, so I don't have to take them.
Do some rooftop popping sometime.
So you don't want to sit with. Fine. All right, I see how it is.
Huh? No, I'm here with you all right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question really quick. I'm interrupting, and then you can ask that question in a second. The time is 10 p.m. I am okay continuing and just doing this conversation with Lady Castellanter if you guys want to. I'm also okay ending now if you guys would like to save it for the next game. But I'm leaving that up to you.
Oh, I really do want. I really did want to
matter
hear
to me.
what she had to say.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I
if it
don't
turns
expect the
into-
conversation to be a whole hour long, which is why I'm totally okay doing it, but I just wanted to bring it up to you guys first so that you guys could decide depending on your schedules and when you needed to go to bed.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
if
also
it turns into
really
like a
want to.
fight or something, then I would be good
We'll
with
pause-
stopping.
yep.
But like, yeah, I really want to
If
see what
it's-
she has to say. If that's okay.
If it
Yeah,
turns
I've been
into a
wanting
fight,
to-
we can pause it there and
Yeah.
pick the fight up next time. But
Okay.
all right,
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
just wanted to check it. You had a question you were asking, Dylan.
Oh, it was literally because Tallice keeps on like being like, "Oh, so you don't want to sit with us?" Or it was just like, Where do you keep getting all of these like reaches in his? He's very clearly a like most obvious thing is what he does, but the moment passed by. I want to hear what Lady Castellandra has to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys can continue your drive to the City of the Dead. Midday in the city is quite busy. Something that you guys know very well. So I assume you left with enough time to accommodate that. Probably about a 30 to 45 minute ride. But you are able to pull up outside the city gates. You can very easily make your way to the Castellanter Mausoleum. You've been there before. If the station you'd like to have as you are making your way there, the floor is yours.
I'll help Tallice set up the camping area.
Okay.
Should maybe one of us or a couple of us go unhidden and just act like it's a couple of you all, and then that way it's more of a just in case it turns into a fight, or do we think all of us should just be here?
I mean,
I can find a good hiding spot if need be.
In my opinion, she's probably just expecting you three, and he'll point at Sir Tallice and Nova because she doesn't really know us that well.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's up to you guys.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places for you two to hide, and I was gonna toss, Hickory into the pond.
I haven't been here before, so
This is where all the animals are. So
Yeah, it's a big gray-green park, lots of greenery, lots of gardens, pathways. There's little creeks with bridges over them. It's intended to be a place where people can go and like picnic and hang out, but also like respect the dead.
Yeah, I'll be nearby, 30 or so feet away. I'm just gonna look around.
Are you gonna want or are you just gonna be you?
I'll wild shape so I can move quicker.
Okay. What are you wild chipping into?
I'll turn into a bunny.
Okay. Frey, how are you?
I will find some place to like lay low and be unseen.
There are a few mausoleums that you can duck behind. The Castellanter Mausoleum is probably the biggest one in the area, but it's definitely not the only one.
Mhm.
So there is probably a nearby mausoleum you can duck behind. Like,
yeah, even if it's like up on top of something too, 'cause
Yeah.
I can get up there really easy. So
Mhm.
I will just try and find a place to be unseen.
Okay.
set up, and like I said, I do throw Hickory into one of the ponds for the rivers.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna keep an eye out for Medicae and just being watched in general.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check, Nova, and I'll keep that in mind.
Ooh, 19 plus 8, 27.
You guys are not waiting very long. You're kind of giving you the impression that she was probably nearby and waiting to see you all before arriving rather than arriving later. She's got a golden yellow dress on with like a tan corset around her shoulders. There's kind of a cloak that ties in the that's kind of covering most of her front that goes all the way to the ground like the dress does. She approaches you cautiously. Good afternoon.
Choking immediately. Would you like a sandwich? They look like
Sure.
butterflies.
That's charming. Yes, thank you. She will sit down with you all. And it's like she like lowers herself to her knees and the skirt of her dress she's definitely got like a petticoat on like underneath it, and the skirt of her dress she's also holding herself very stiffly though, like she's like very cautious. Hello.
Hey.
A lot has happened in the past week or so, I'm sure you're aware.
I think the whole city knows now.
Especially of your accomplishments. Congratulations.
Well, what accomplishment specifically was that?
Fetching the lost money for the city.
Oh wow, word gets around quite quick, doesn't it?
It was in the broadsheets today.
We try to be good citizens.
And I commend you for your philanthropy. I'm sorry, I'm very nervous.
Why?
Because I believe you know exactly what's happening now.
Mm.
And I'm here to implore you to have some mercy for me and my family.
Well, I think Lord Neverember showed you enough mercy. Did you need more?
Lord Neverember provided us with time. But yes, I need more.
What is it that we're supposed to do?
I don't know. I hoped that there could be some sort of conversation.
Having a conversation.
Problem solving.
Is this about the problem that's in your attic?
Yes. No. Sort of.
Is this about
It's
the
related.
problem that would happen at the birthday party?
She nods.
If you want help from us, you should probably be honest and fill in the gaps. We found out a lot. And it was pretty ugly, but I think there's a couple gaps that really need to be filled in here, and
What I think it's important for me to tell you before we begin that I am here against my husband's wishes.
okay.
At this point, I'm willing to do whatever it is that I need to do to protect my children. But my husband is very, very devout.
That is a particular word choice.
It's the only one I know to put for the situation. So the reason I'm saying that is because I'm more than happy to fill in any gaps.
Well, why don't you just start at the beginning? What's going on?
A few generations ago in our family, a deal was made with the King of the Nine Hells. That in exchange for money and power, the souls of the children would be given to Asmodeus in the event that the debt was not paid by a certain time. The souls of our children would have been the payment essentially think of it as a bank foreclosing on a house. Payment was not made, so they would be, as terrible as this metaphor sounds, I'm using it for simplicity's sake, foreclosing on our children. The money that was in the vault was going to be used to pay the debt, or at least the monetary value of the debt. You have to understand I'm a mother and I would do anything for my children. And I know it sounds entirely heinous when it's said out loud. Even now, to me, it sounds entirely heinous. But they're my children. So part of the debt was monetary. The other part was 100 souls.
There it is.
Party.
The party.
Which means us too. It was going to be.
No, that was not my intention.
Was it your husband's?
I don't believe so. He listened to me when I said that the caterers needed to be left out of it. At least he did. I guess we would have seen at the party if it was able to come to fruition.
So then all of our friends that we were going to bring to the party would have died around us.
Yes.
And this was a birthday party for children. People were going to bring their children to this party.
I wasn't going to kill the children. There was going to be a level of separation. The kids were going to be in one area. Again, I know it sounds entirely heinous when said out loud. But at this point, all I want is for my kids to be safe.
Oh, I have a... Okay, listen, y'all. Do we have to ask her anything else? Because I have a solution.
You can talk out
and
of character.
It really might not work, but it's really good.
Throw it. Hit us.
Can I just say it in
Say it.
character?
Yeah.
I have an idea. Maybe.
I'm here to listen to any and every idea.
Let us adopt them, then they're not your children anymore. Wouldn't that free them from the contract? They're not your children. They'd be ours.
It's a loophole.
That might be a loophole to the contract. The contract is written. I have it if you'd like to peruse it. I don't have it with me. I don't have it with me. It's physical in the world.
The immediate.
My husband has it actually. But I can fetch it.
That would be the only thing in that. I don't know if that kind of loophole would work, but that's the sort of wording that, like, people that I'm friends with can get away with doing things that they shouldn't because people didn't consider that.
I would be 100% willing to let you read the contract so that you can see if there's a loophole that you can find. I mean, I've looked over it before. It's a contract with Asmodeus, so it's pretty.
I think that's a good start.
Weak proof, but I came to implore you for your assistance. You've proven yourselves to be a very capable group of people. And I fear my husband is too far gone in his worship to listen to reason.
I mean, you do know that even if we do some loophole and we save those kids, it probably just means that he's going to come for you.
Then my kids will be safe.
Can you
Perhaps you'll know what it feels like if you ever choose to be a parent one day. But I would give my life for my children.
Have you considered, like, offering yourselves in their stead? Or does it not work that way?
The contract's been signed. It would need to be an addendum that he is agreeable to. And he's
Yeah.
not a very agreeable man.
That is so unfair. They didn't even choose to sign that contract. What the heck? Why would you do that?
I didn't sign the contract either. This has been generations.
But the payment comes down just on your children?
Yes, because of the date.
So really, the people that are responsible for this just sort of got to have their hands clean of it. It was someone else's problem.
Your children or his children?
The Castellanta children. It's tied specifically to our family.
Are they his children?
Yes, they are his children.
Darn it, I thought that would work too.
I mean,
I am unfortunately a very loyal wife.
well,
Unfortunately, huh? We can change that.
if we're talking about loopholes, if everything is specifically bound to the Castellanta family,
Yes.
if the Castellanta family ceased to exist as it stands, save for one surviving member of the blood, not marriage, then it all falls down on him. But I mean, you're not in the family by blood.
Yeah, with changing
No.
your name legally?
That might free me of the contract. But I don't know if it would free my children. Because they are
Right.
still Castellantas by blood.
I think of it as trying to do multiple things at the same time. The Castellantas, if it sounds like their power and their status was solidified because of this deal, if you've already gone this far against your husband's wishes, then perhaps it is destroying what the Castellanta family is. Revoking the titles, revoking the lands, essentially wiping the family off the map in all but blood. And then also passing off the children. Just as an added security. They are no longer Castellantas by any definition.
It's possible, I suppose.
Can't believe we're talking about it.
Yeah, this is really messed up.
I know. All of our money is tied up in real estate deals, loans, and we're not actually as... Our net worth is quite a bit, but we are not actually as well off as far as the money we have in the bank as my husband would have other people believe.
Hence why you couldn't just pay the debt.
Yes. Otherwise, we would have. But we heard of this very large sum of money that was just sitting under the city of Waterdeep, and It seemed like an easy solution until you all came into the picture. And that's not me saying you did anything wrong, because you didn't. But
Are we going to help? I don't have an earring or anything. I'm just saying it straight out loud with her right here. For the kids.
Nova, you've been very quiet.
I don't understand your husband. And to a lesser extent, I don't understand you. I know you have no intent of hurting your children. That's very clear. I believe you when you say you would do anything to protect them. But none of this is healthy for you or for them. I'm not helping because you're pleading. I'm helping because they deserve better. They deserve better than both of you. And I would gladly adopt them. Just so they wouldn't have to deal with this anymore. I'm doing it for them. Not because you asked.
well, I still thank you.
I know. Tell us.
What's the deal with the birthday party? It's still happening. Is that just a show?
It's still happening.
I gave her the invitation because I was the one who opened it and read
She
it.
takes it and she looks at it.
Yeah. See, the address moved, but it's still in the, it's in the C ward.
I didn't do this.
Great. I knew we should have went to find those kids.
Is this address where the children are?
This is one of our homes. The children are currently staying with one of my staff
Where?
at one of our homes in the Sea Ward. Not this one, but I didn't want them near their father when he was in this very
Is he still here?
manic. No, he's in Neverwinter.
Are you sure?
Unless he's lying to me.
I only have, out of character, I only have one theory on who might still want to, like, run the party. Because I remember when we were there was that handmaid lady.
Oh, God.
The lady in waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about her.
Okay, so no, I was actually gonna, can I just, like, look around and be like, hey, Frey? Frey, can you hear me? Frey, what happened when you went and got the invite?
I'll say over the earring. I'll explain what happened. Only specific fit nobles
Okay.
were supposed to get the invites.
Yeah, my friend who got it said that only specific nobles were supposed to get the invites. It was like kind of like a exclusive thing.
Well, there was a guest list.
Yeah, like we saw some person handing out papers on the corner of the street, and I thought it was going to be the broadsheet, so I made our friend go get them, but then it wasn't that.
I will also say the individual passing it out wasn't. They were just a.
They were just a corner boy.
Corner boy, yeah.
Yeah.
I relay everything that Frey tells me to her.
I cancelled the party, or at least I instructed my staff to cancel the party.
We haven't heard anything. We just assumed, but we never got word that it was cancelled officially.
That's true, we didn't.
I was in Neverwinter up until this morning.
Great.
So someone is still...
We knew that there was the groundskeeper was involved with what was going on.
Henry.
Was there anyone? Yes.
Your lady in waiting. when I was pretending to be Henry, she made some odd comments. She also...
what?
What was it that she said? She was like... She was like talking about my like attitude or something, and she was just like watching. Very
She's
closely.
a very observant girl. She probably saw through your ruse.
Do you even know that Henry was a doppelganger? Could be another question. Did she know that he was?
Did you know that Henry was a doppelganger?
Yes, I have a few in my employ.
Yeah, that was the second time we met.
I think roughly a dozen.
There's more.
Yeah, I have a few that work for me.
Is Sephia a doppelganger?
No.
Have you contacted Sephia recently?
I haven't heard from her in like a week.
Sorry.
Well, Amalia, if what you're saying is true, then we need to find out who is still trying to keep this event going. We need to stop it, and then we need to take a look at that contract. Well, preferably, we need to do all of that really soon.
Sephia is one of my most trusted. I could get in contact with her and have her work with you to figure out what's going on.
I don't really feel like we with all due respect, I think that really the only person that we're giving any credence to right now is you.
Is who?
You.
I don't want
In order to get the contract, I need to travel back to Neverwinter.
Okay.
So there's going to need to be someone here that works as a liaison between me and you all.
We're all like, we know she's not here, no more, lady. Find a different bitch.
Liara hasn't told you she's dead. You don't know if she's dead yet.
True. Okay.
Yeah, Liara's good. I was assuming.
I mean, look, we all have to do what we have to do then. We will try.
Okay.
They're good kids.
They're very good children. And you're right. She looks at Nova. They deserve far better than me.
Okay. So let's try to save their souls.
I will get in contact with Sephia and have her meet you. It will either be Sephia or Henry, depending on... I might leave Henry out of it, actually. He might be the one that's trying to maintain... He's a very, very loyal servant of mine. It's possible that he's trying to take matters into his own hands.
We're like, we've been taking out all of your staff. Like, you don't know how bad we got you. Okay.
Okay.
I guess we're still unofficially catering, if they haven't deigned to inform us otherwise.
Gets in.
Yeah.
We did use a lot of that food in the buffet last night, though.
Well, I mean, the point is that we're not going to actually do the
I
party.
know.
You should know then, if that's going to be the case, what the plan was.
Yeah. Give us as much
The
info as
wine.
you can. Oh.
Was going to be poisoned.
Oh. Rainy would have been
What?
fucked.
Why were you? Yeah, jeez. I would have been fucked.
Okay.
I would have been fine.
Probably us three would have been fucked, and then the rest of our staff are responsible and actually be fine.
I would have had wine
I-
too, probably.
I will be leaving Waterdeep
Poison?
at the conclusion of our conversation then, and heading back to Neverwinter. It will be a relatively quick process because I can teleport there.
Okay.
Though I can't say exactly how quickly I'll be able to leave because I'm going to have to figure out a way to get the contract from my husband. So I will keep you informed.
You know how to exert magical influence over him.
I
Drop.
have a look very similar to that of a cleric.
Well, he's like a half elf, isn't he? So that means that he's probably really good at like resisting that stuff. I was going to say I have a scroll that lets you suggest things to people, but I don't know that would work very well on him, or if you could even use it. Then he would
He's
know what was
very-
happening.
He's a very, very powerful priest to Asmodeus. So
I'm sure you're aware, but I don't really see a way to go about this that's going to do anything for him.
I think, honestly, the last-ditch effort, if nothing else, that we could do works, would be to offer him and you in their place. I'm not concerned what happens to Victorio, and to be frank, I'm not concerned with what happens to you.
I don't expect you to be.
But we're all on the same page for the kids. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gamble had a lot of fun playing with them. I think we should help them.
She like gives you a what? Kind of look.
There he is.
I was wondering how you were getting your information. Okay. Well, feel free to contact me if you have any other questions, but I think I should go to get the contract as soon as possible.
Yes, please.
You should.
She stands. Gives you guys a nod. And turns to leave.
Nova, did that seem legit?
Yeah, I was just going to do a encompassing insight check. How, from beginning to end, how was she behaving? Not just to like my direct jabs at her, but just in general with the feel.
Mm.
Okay. 16. 24?
This was a very humbled, tail between her legs kind of conversation. She has resigned herself to defeat. Asking you guys for help was a very
Yeah, she... In her
ego
eyes...
piercing.
Yeah,
sort
in
of-
her eyes, she's like on her knees, basically, like,
Yes.
yeah, showing her belly.
Yes.
Yeah. She is very submissive and defeated, and I feel like she knows that we're right.
1 second. Hey, Frey and Mico, can you come over here or hop over here? You can stay a bunny if you want, but can you come over here?
Mico will hop over and turn back.
No,
We wanted to cuddle him!
No, if he goes to turn back, we just shove him back into his rabbit.
Yeah, I will head over there.
You know, I can turn into a bunny literally whenever, but I can't really talk as one, so Kicks legs.
We should. What about parrots? Parrots can talk, right?
That's. Feel a little demeaned. Anyway.
I'm just saying it's a good animal to go to if you want to speak.
I relay everything that just happened with them. So basically, I think we should adopt them. Also, Frey, do you know how you can take the blood out of somebody? Like, could we take the Castellanter blood out of them? I could ask my friend to do that. I don't know. Is that crazy? I thought adopting them was kind of crazy, but
you do realize if you take all the blood out of somebody, they die, right?
But put new blood in. No, you're not understanding. Please have an iota of creativity. Put someone else's blood in them.
The thing is, before we try any of these methods, it's probably wise of us to have the contract first. Because...
Yeah, getting you a look at the contract would be nice.
Yeah, contracts we don't know what it says, so we don't know if there are any clauses that state whether or not there will be any, specific punishments for trying to void if we don't know what the loopholes are, since we don't have the contract, we can't take advantage of them. There might be loopholes that we think we can make that are already accounted for in the contract, and trying to break them could have bad repercussions on, sure, yeah, Victorio and Amalia, we don't care about that, but they could also immediately result in the kids' souls being taken.
I mean, without looking at the contract, from what you all have said, I think the adoption thing would be the best bet.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that was the best idea.
I'm going to message Moongi, because I'm assuming he's with Rainy, and I'm going to tell him, have you found the kids yet? Can you also pick up adoption papers or change of custody papers? Blank is fine. And bring them back.
I found a few next of kin.
Okay.
I can bring those. Why the hell do you want adoption papers?
I thought it was insinuated, but okay. I don't reply.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out when they come back.
I'm too compassionate of a person. While they were telling Mico and Frey getting the lowdown, I do just want to get up from the picnic, and I want to go chase after her. Just want to catch up with her before she teleports out, if she's gonna do that. Just gonna give her a hug. I know she's a bad person, but she's also a person that seems like she kind of got into something and then didn't realize how bad it was going to be. And that is Elizabeth. That is Nathaniel. That is me. Because I didn't ask to be a possible vessel. So I go over to her. And I just let her know. I know that we're saying some harsh things, and I'm not going to say that they're wrong, but I also know that you're in a really difficult situation, and not one entirely of your own personal design. And I kind of I put the hand on her shoulder to not just immediately pull her into a hug, but I know what it's like to feel like you're backed up against a wall. I'm happy that you're trying to ask for help. And we're gonna try and save your kids.
She nods.
And then I give her a little respectful respectful.
And when you pull away, she's kind of like wiping a tear away.
Yeah, because I don't think her husband is the most affectionate nor understanding man. I don't think she gets a lot of hugs. Okay. We'll be in touch soon.
Okay.
My turn.
She will turn to go.
I
I
was
think
gonna-
that's a great place to end.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, tell me what you did to the core Mathis family, but like, I know what you did to the Mathis family.
What you did last summer.
Me and my.
Well, we will end there. Were we doing another Waterdeep next week to stay on the schedule, or were we flipping the schedule?
Up to you. I'm fine with either one. So
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Me
Fine.
and Derek as the
Well,
DMs will be like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm fine flipping so that we can like give Chel a break and also see what happens with this like airship.
okay.
And
Both
the-
So-
campaigns are in an interesting spot.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Well, next week is like it's the day before Thanksgiving.
That's
so
Doesn't affect
with
me.
that,
Yeah, it doesn't affect me, but if
Doesn't affect
people
me
aren't going to
either.
be around to play, that's fine too.
okay, yeah. I mean, assuming that no one is impacted by that, then we can plan for Vigil.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
We do an hour and a half of Vigil and an hour and a half of Waterdeep. We just switch it up after break.
Thank you guys for joining us today.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any closing remarks?
Don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games.
Star
some
Wars
dice.
will come back December 16th.
Stop marrying men that have deals with devils.
Yeah,
No
don't
more
do it.
toxic men. 2021. Who am I kidding? My OC is obsessed with them.
I'm
That's
be
not
back
good.
on the 9th.
Huh?
It's the 9th and the 16th, Kristy.
Yeah, the 16th.
December.
No, but the
No,
ni-
December 9th is the other one.
the
Oh,
9th
sorry.
is the first. Yeah.
Yep, December 9th.
Okay.
Okay. Well, when you are apparently looking to become parents, make sure you add your proficiency bonus.
Hell yeah.
We will see you guys next week.
Love you, bye.
Wait, is that for the like making them part or the